Coach, welcome to the post-match press conference. If you can give us your summary of the match.
Good evening, everyone. A really high tempo. We think that we're coming from 5 weeks break. I think the game start very high in terms of aggression, pressing, duels. I think it was a very good first half. Again, thinking in the moment of the season where we are, where it's normal that it's a little bit of uncertainty around us right now, in which moment we are, new players. So I was not surprised, but yeah, positively surprised about the rhythm in the first half. I think we were superior, clearly. We managed to put the game in the situations that we wanted to put the game. Little bit details in the last third didn't allow us to get the lead in the first half. I think it was under control, besides the runnings of Peter behind Aviso a couple of times, and some set pieces where they are really good. Fortunately for us, we didn't have news about our goalkeeper in the first 45 minutes. And the second half was a pity that we have to face very, very long time with 10 players. And the game obviously changed. We have to defend a little bit lower. There's no way that you can press high, continue pressing high Sundowns with only 9 field players. So we have to change the strategy. We were squeezing Mahopa as much as we could, and Salem. Then we tried to refresh the front of our attack to have some chances in transitions, and like it happens, provoking different type of set pieces. And overall, I think it was the result was fair because of the situation in the second half. If I think about the first half, like I said, I think that the game was more close for Pirates this time here in Loftus, but it's a pity that we couldn't compete 11 against 11 until the end. But yeah, it is what it is. We came here to try to take the 3 points, and we're running with 1, so I cannot say that we are happy.
Coach Lorenzo, you often complain that you don't have enough time on the pitch with training because of mini games. Were you happy with having an extended period on the training ground with the players before this game?
No, I mean I don't complain like every other coach, I guess. I don't think that there's any other coach that would say, no, I like to play every 2 days and no have time to prepare the game, so it's not exceptional. Obviously the pre-seasons are different. It's not like a week. Actually our schedule, our preparation was based on the game against Chiba United that we didn't play. Everything we did in the pre-season in terms of the structure of our weeks, it was about to play 2 games this week, to play Tuesday and Saturday. Finally, it was not possible, so gave us the opportunity to prepare this game very well, to have 5 training sessions before the match, where we could spend much more time in details about the opponent, that if we play the game against Chipa, we're not going to have that luxury. So in that sense, I think that we came here well prepared. And yeah, every time, to answer your question, if obviously we have the opportunity to prepare the game as a coaches, maybe as a players not that much, they like to play more frequent, but we as a coaches, we are always happy to have 3, 4, 5 sessions before the matches.
Good evening, Coach. Supersport. Coach, how happy are you with the performance of the players, considering that you are a man down I mean, it says a lot about being an Pirates footballer. What is it that you said to them when they went one man down? Because you see a lot of fight, guile, ability, agility as well, and all of that. How happy are you with the performance of these players after being one man down?
We were prepared for that scenario as well. We knew that it's a possible scenario. You just have to check the stats. So we were prepared to play with 10 men. And that's why we didn't shake, we didn't have doubts about what to do, because we knew that it's one of the probabilities, and it happens.
Coach Delmain Sokoladuma, the last league game that you played against Sundowns, I think you said there was something like 44 fouls against you in the entire game, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I think it was 26. Maybe I was exaggerating. I said 2,000 fouls.
But there was a high number of fouls.
It was 26 Sundowns, 7 Pirates.
7 Pirates. Today was what, 16 Sundowns, 12 Pirates. Were you prepared for that physical encounter? Because it seems like you were giving as good as you got, whereas perhaps the last time Sundowns were a bit more aggressive, but we saw a bit more aggression from Pirates. Was that something that you planned going into the game?
Yeah, you cannot pretend to compete with this team if you don't. I'm not gonna say if you are aggressive. I will say if you are at the same level than them, because you can correct me. I think that Sundowns concede 3 goals in 14 league games. If you are nice, you don't concede 3 goals. It doesn't matter that they used to have 70% of possession, 65. That's obvious as well. But the truth is that Sundowns is exceptional defending. We always talk about them when they are attacking, but defending is a very commit side, and physical players. There is not only technical talent, there's conditional talent as well. So the duels with Sundowns are something else. So if we don't go with the same pace, with the same intention, there's no chance, because football is a game of contacts, and you cannot expect that every contact is gonna be a foul. And sometimes we dream about it. You know what I mean? So if you want to really compete with these guys, you have to play at the same level than them, at least.
Any more questions?
Temba Shabalala, Joseph from Sports Coach. I couldn't help but watch how you kept Mahopa in the game. Overall, coach, as much as you might not like to talk about individuals, he gave a beautiful showing at the AFCON. He comes back, he gives you even probably 110% even on this big match. What do you make of his progression as a player, looking at how he was before he left and now that he's back? Is he still the same player?
No, absolutely. No, but I'm not saying this because I notice any difference already, but I'm sure that he's not the same player anymore. He was in a top continental tournament, competing with many players who are already having a career in Europe, in top sides, 7 weeks camping with his mates, with another exceptional players around him. So all of those experiences obviously are going to play a big role in Evident's career, and I'm really glad that he finally got the opportunity that probably we were all looking for and expecting from him since the moment that he signed in Pirates. 1 year ago, for many different reasons, wasn't possible. Not because he didn't try, but like I explained many times, he didn't start the season with the same opportunities than everybody else in his position. But now is his moment, and I think that he's using his moment very well.
After listening.
Coach, what are your targets for the rest of the season now? Champions League place, another cup?
Yeah. Imagine, what can I say? We have to. The distance with the top of the table is big, but we need to continue. We need to keep trying, competing every league game. We want to go back to continental football without any discussion. and we know there's only one way to do it. So, and we have the extra motivation to have one more cup to play. We are defending the title, like we used to say, and it's a competition that I really like, and I would like to know who are we going to play next week. But we will prepare ourselves as usually. We're gonna take the game very serious because we had an experience the last season playing against opponents like Dondol Stars or FC All Stars, and one more Benda Academy. It was not an easy path for us. It was difficult. It's always difficult to play against teams unknown, let's say, or with less knowledge about them. So that's the intention. Go week by week, game by game. We know clearly what is the objective for us, and we're gonna try to fight the same way that we did it tonight.
Any other question? Last question.
Coach, Ernest from kickoff. Maro gave you an opportunity. Probably the long break was enough for you, maybe to look at him. Probably today, I think, with a few minutes that he played, I think he played very well. Maybe your assessment with his performance.
Yeah, it's another case of having many players in the same position and playing with one striker. The possibilities for them to show their capacity on TV, not during the week, it's limited. Today you had the opportunity to see what kind of player is Maru in a scenario like this one. This is not a minor game with 10 players. So he has some interesting attributes, and the guy is working. It's crazy the way that Maru works every day. So I'm also happy that he has the opportunity to play, to contribute, to help us to collect 1 point here, and I'm sure it's gonna be good for him for the rest of the season.
Can you please allow last question from us, Kevin?
Coach, I don't know if you've ever had to talk about it after he has left, but how much of a loss or a void, or how much do you think you're going to miss Tembingo Silot? Because I mean, it's been a big part of Orlando Pirates for a very long time.
We have an exceptional side full of talent, and we have limited time every day to spend with them, to try to improve them, to try to help them to have a good career, to get the dreams that they want to get. So I have enough with the players that I have in my squad right now.